Hi, friends. I'm so glad you could join me today. Today, I'd like to read you the story called Billie and the Brilliant Bubble. I think this is Billie, and this looks like her bubble. And she even found a nice red mask that she likes to wear. Our story today was written by Tara Travieso, and Basma Ahmad drew the pictures. This is Billie. One day, Billie was at her favorite place, the park, swinging as she watched the beautiful butterflies nearby. A kickball rolled toward her. Two children walked over to pick it up. "Hello, I'm Billie," she said with a friendly smile. "Hi, Billie. I'm Carly, and this is my brother Cameron." Cameron continued to walk to the ball, which continued to roll to Billie. "I can help you with your ball," Billie said. "Please stay there, and I will kick it to you so I don't pop my bubble." "Bubble? What bubble?" Cameron asked curiously. Billie, we don't see a bubble," Carly said. "Well, technically it's imaginary," Billie giggled, "but it's there." "Why do you have an imaginary bubble?" Cameron asked. Billie happily told her new friends about her bubble. "Each morning when I leave my house, I step into my bubble. It keeps me clean, safe, and germ-free during the day. When I go home, I step out of my bubble and wash my hands. Do you like bubbles?" "Of course we do. I love to blow bubbles," Carly said. "I like to pop bubbles," Cameron added. The children laughed as they thought about the last time they blew bubbles. Do you like to blow bubbles? It's so much fun to watch the bubbles go up high. Cameron was curious and wanted to know more. "What can you do in a bubble?" Billie was eager to continue sharing. "Being inside a bubble doesn't keep me from doing anything, really. It just means that I keep a little more distance from other people when I'm not home. I can play outside." There she is riding her bike, and she's going fishing. She's playing hopscotch. She's kicking a ball. She's even riding her scooter. I can play inside. She's looking at a book. She's playing with her doll. She's building with blocks. She's playing a drum. Oh my goodness. She's even painting a picture. I even go to parties in my bubble. "Are you allowed to take your bubble to school?" asked Carly. "Oh, yes, I sure am. I also take it to dance lessons, restaurants, and the beach." Look at all those kids sitting in their desks. They've got their masks on to make sure they keep everybody healthy. And they're sort of in their own little bubbles, aren't they? Most importantly, the bubble keeps me and all the people around me healthy. You see, any germs that I have stay in my bubble, so I don't get anyone else sick. And the germs that other people have stay outside my bubble, so they don't get me sick. Carly nodded her head. That makes sense. It reminds me of when Mom told us to wave goodbye to Aiden and Sage instead of hugging them. Do you remember that, Cameron? There they are. They're waving goodbye. "Oh, yeah, that's right," Cameron replied. "Or when my teacher reminds us to stay 6 feet apart when we walk to the library." Oh, look, see, they've got some space in between them. He added, "Germs are yucky and make us sick. I stopped sucking my thumb so I don't get any germs in my mouth." "But don't you get sad when you can't hug your mommy and daddy?" "I hug my family all the time. When we go home, we pop our bubbles and wash our hands. Then we can safely hug each other. And when everyone is healthy, We have Grandma and Grandpa over, so we can hug them too. I wish I could have a bubble, Carly whispered quietly. You can, Carly. My mommy taught me how to make bubbles for other people. Would you like one? Carly quickly replied, Pretty please with sugar on top. I'd like one too, please, Cameron chimed in. Then Billie zippered an imaginary zipper in front of Carly, from her head down to her toes. Step in. Carly stepped inside her bubble, 1 foot at a time. This is fun, she said with a chuckle. Oh, look how happy she looks to be in her bubble. Then it was Cameron's turn. As he stepped in, he pretended to touch the top of his new bubble. He looks like he's jumping up high in his new bubble. Billie, it's time to go, honey bunches. Oh, that's my mom calling me. I have to go now, but I hope we can play again another day, Billie said to her new friends. We do too. Thank you for telling us about your imaginary bubble, Cameron said. Now we can stay healthy like you. The children smiled as they waved goodbye from their bubbles. And that's the end of our story of Billie and the Brilliant Bubble. I hope you liked our story today. And I know that all the teachers can't wait to see you back in school with your mask and your bubble. That's all for now. See you later, friends.